Hello and welcome back, everyone. So today, we're not at the nursery right now. We're in somebody else's garden, rescuing a few plants, and a couple of those plants happen to be peonies. Peonies are a long-lived perennial. You're looking at 50 years or more if they're happy. And this house is from the 1700s, so who knows when these peonies have been planted. Peonies are a perennial that likes to be planted shallow. If you don't plant your peony shallow, what will happen is your peony will throw up foliage and give you no flowers. You see little buds here. Those little buds are where the crown is. So if you're rescuing a peony or you bought a peony from a nursery, look at where those buds are coming out or that foliage, because that's where your crown's located. So go ahead and give you good reference to where to plant your peony and how deep. Also, if you mulch, whether it be with the compost or wood chips, keep it away from the peony crown because it'll have the same effect. If it gets covered too much, you'll just get foliage. Speaking about foliage, peonies benefit from a clean house. You see all this dead foliage right here. Don't save it for the beneficial insects in winter. Go ahead and cut it back. Because if you don't, and I'm warning you now, what will happen is pests and diseases will ravage your peonies in the future if you don't. It just allows them to multiply and have a place to target. Cut them back. Get rid of all that old foliage. Don't leave it in your garden. I'm warning you now. Also, if you're new to peonies and you see ants all over your peony buds or all over your plant, don't fret. It's okay. Peonies and ants have a little symbiotic relationship going on. Just something nature intended. Don't worry. They're not going to cause your peony any harm. Just let them be and everything will be fine. Now, I don't know if I'm going to divide this peony or not to help with planting. We'll see. But I'm going to continue on, cut this back, dig up the other one, and we'll go ahead and we'll plant this in the nursery bed where I think it'll be happy. I got the hole dug. I didn't decide to divide this peony just due to the fact I don't really know how much of it I want in this garden here. But if you're ever looking at dividing peonies, you could always cut the peony where these little shoots come off. I mean, if I was to divide this, I'm looking at possibly 10 successful peony plants right here, and they will in turn, in time, form a bigger clump. Right now, I have it backed against the wall. Now, walls, especially stone walls, help with heat retention, and peonies do like heat. That's one reason I planted it here in a good sandy but yet rich soil. And I'm just going to go ahead and start covering this up. Like I said, don't plant your peonies very deep. You see all these leaves? I leave the leaves for my verbena just to help them out a little bit. And I'm going to help shake this so there's no air gaps in the roots. Because you want it just below soil level. I'm just giving it a little shake because there's a lot of open space there. I want the soil to settle a little bit. And look at that. That's more than enough. I have the growth here coming up. All this is crown, so it should be fine just as is. Because if I planted it too deep, that would be all she wrote, and we'd get growth It'd still be alive, but we would not get flowers. Well, that's it, everyone. Planting peonies is a very simple thing to do. Just remember a few basics. Don't plant too deep. Maintain a clean house as far as trimming off all the dead foliage with a peony at the end of the year. And go ahead and just enjoy the blooms. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye.